Go Global is an educational initiative that connects leading academic institutions from around the world to collaborate on major regional and international design challenges using interdisciplinary cross-cultural design teams.
The Go Global Design Project is a cross-cultural educational collaboration where we choose a subject of national significance and we explore this design project together. The meaning of this project is to allow staff and students in design universities across the world to collaborate and to share information about how they work as designers, some of their local challenges, and also to look at some larger kind of global design issues that we can explore together. It's a very rich context, so there's lots of interesting stakeholders and user groups. There's the market holders, tourists, city visitors, the local government, and it has a very strong economic value to the city. So there's lots of interesting sort of social and communication design challenges that we can find to work on there. The approach of the Royal College of Arts Innovation Design Engineering programme is around what we call sort of like creative chaos. So we have a sort of very individually variable way of creating, and our students come from lots of different backgrounds. So it's very interesting to have these two different approaches to design in a collaborative project. So our students have different ways of working, as well as coming from different cultures and different educational backgrounds. So this makes a really fascinating combination of different ways of solving problems, and the students learn a lot from each other, and they can also bring quite unique sort of viewpoints as well to these interesting design situations that we find. The RCA is 175 years old this year, and it's based in South Kensington in London. It has 20 different departments that vary from painting, sculpture, photography, illustration, through to jewellery, fashion, design products, design interactions, architecture and innovation design engineering.
I've found myself feeling more and more that I could do anything as a designer. Within IDE I've done projects that have looked at future factories, future transport, future health.
I really like thinking of scenarios for the future and just working out kind of who all the kind of stakeholders are in those scenarios and exactly kind of what issues are going to be facing.
I'm completely fascinated by people. Even when I was doing engineering, I was fascinated by how the bone structure works and how, you know, the mechanics of the body, and I'm still completely fascinated by people.
I think I'm most passionate about solving very practical, very real world, very simple problems. My aim is to try and make things easier, everyday things.
So we take students from all over the world, and in my department we have students from 26 different countries, and they're from 16 different backgrounds. So we like to have people from all over the world to come and study, so we're a very global institution. We're always looking for people who have an interesting, maybe an interesting twist, an interesting background, and also people who aren't finished. So we're looking for people who still have the potential to learn and who are interested to work in groups. So we do lots of group work on the IDE programme, and I think for me it's people who have a passion and people who want to do big things. So we're not so interested in people who want to make beautiful objects, because, you know, by and large there's plenty of people who can actually do that. We're interested in people who want to take on the more kind of complex, interesting challenges that are on sort of like a regional level or a global level or a sort of industrial level. So yeah, we want people who are interested in changing the world, really. design is changing. So in the sort of 1980s, 1990s, our design focus was around physical objects. It was around making washing machines or televisions or mobile phones. And now designers' activity has changed. So now we've realised that it's not just about the product, but it's about the whole system or experience around it. So some of the clever combinations of software and hardware have helped that type of situation to evolve. So now designers are getting more interested in social problems, and we have a good skill set to work in social problems because we have flexible ways of thinking. We're able to focus on the needs of the user as well. So I think that sort of helps designers to be useful people to bring into this process, but it shouldn't just be designers. It's important that all the people who have an interest in this area and who have a value in this area collaborate to develop these solutions.